Hi, hello, dear students. How are you? How you are doing? Hope you are all strongly preparing for the coming competitive examinations dates announced in the next few months. So, in the chemistry point of view, I am going to present you a very important concept called as haloalkanes with detailed analysis and preparation methods of these haloalkanes and their explanation from my academy side, that is called as Race Academy Bangalore. Okay. Let us see. So we have around five objectives I have taken in this. Five objectives. These five objectives: alkanes, alcohols, silver salts of fatty acids, and halogen exchange methods. I'm going to discuss. Let us see the first one from alkanes. As you know that alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons in which hydrogen atom in alkane, if it is replaced by a halogen by any kind of displacement reactions or substitution reactions or addition reactions, then we will get a product called as haloalkane. So that haloalkane can be obtained by halogenation of alkanes in presence of sunlight, heat, or suitable catalyst yields alkyl halides. You can see one general equation here given: RH plus X2 gives rise to RX plus HX. This is what we can call it as a preparation, general preparation of haloalkane from alkane. So in this we have most important concept called as halogenation of methane. So one of the most important chemical reactions of alkanes is this one, and which is defined as the replacement of hydrogen atom of the molecule by halogen atom. So a mixture of alkanes and chlorine remains unaffected in dark, but a vigorous reaction takes place when it is exposed to light at a higher temperature. As pointed above, the reactions taking place by free radical mechanism which proceeds in following distinct steps: chain initiation, we have chain propagation, we have chain termination reactions. So in these reactions, some of the chain initiation propagation steps follows thermodynamic phenomena of exothermic and endothermic methods. So according to this chain reaction mechanism, we can see one energy, potential energy curve for halogenation, in which potential energy is taken on y-axis and progress of the reaction taken on x-axis. And in this reaction starts with alkane, and which is directly bombarded with a chlorine free radical. Then it gives higher energy, one first peak maximum level, and after that it gives endothermic process in which one alkyl free radical obtained, which is the lower level of this peak is shown here, and again the reaction goes in the exothermic manner, and the second peak obtained. After that, finally the haloalkane obtained in this process. So this can be done and depending on the stability of the alkanes. The stability of the alkanes and alkyl halides follows the same order, that is tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. This is called as chlorination reaction. For instance, if you take bromination, bromination is said to be a slow reaction compared to chlorination. Fluorination is also the same way. Fluorination is Actually is not a slow reaction, it's a violent reaction which led to the cleavage of CC as well as CH bonds. And a potential energy curve, whatever we observed, cannot be easily understand or considered or taken when we do bromination or chlorination. So it is only possible with chlorination in the presence of sunlight. The reaction is called as free radical reaction. It is simple substitution reaction, free radical substitution reaction of methane by chlorine free radical. That is a simple haloalkane preparation shown. Moving on to the different kinds of haloalkanes preparation, that is from simple long chain, straight chain alkanes. We have ethane is there, ethyl chloride obtained. We have propane is there, 2-chloropropane obtained as a major product. We have butane is there, a racemic mixture with optically inactive mixture is obtained. So these are the preparations of haloalkanes from the first method from alkanes. So in the case of alkanes, one of the chlorinating agent called as sulfuryl chloride, if it is operated in the presence of sunlight or peroxide, you will get chlorobenzene is also one of the reaction to prepare haloalkanes. To move to the second one, from alkenes, we have most important concept called as Markovnikov rule. Simply nothing but hydrogen halides or halogen acids which are readily attacking on the unsaturation, means addition reaction takes place in which first this proton, that means H plus ion electrophile attack takes place initially. That electrophile attacks takes place on the carbon, unsaturated carbon. After that there will be carbocation, stable carbocation provides the attack of nucleophile called as halide to complete the reaction to give haloalkanes. So unsymmetrical reagent, unsymmetrical alkane. If you take both, then what will happen? You might have to get two products, and in which one is major product, one is minor product, depending on the stability of the carbocation. So see some other chemical reactions related to Markovnikov rule. Propene taken, 2-bromo-propane obtained, 2-methyl-propene taken, 2-bromo-2-methyl-propane obtained, and 3-methyl-butanone taken, but the unsaturated carbon is not with the halogen in this third equation is one of the striking aspect to be noticed. So here what happened is nothing but a halogen attacks on the carbon which is stable carbon, tertiary carbon, stable tertiary carbon. This is called as hydride shift. So you can see how hydride shift can be obtained in this equation. So one is major, one is minor product. Let us see how methyl shift takes place. If you take 3,3 dimethyl butanone. So this is the methyl shift case. So phenyl shift, how it takes? Let us see one more for Markovnikov rule. So irrespective of the alkane which provides a stable tertiary carbocation in the rearrangement process, which is not described in Markovnikov rule, will give only the major product. So Markovnikov product is not the stable product in these shifting cases. Okay. Next, moving on to anti-Markovnikov rule. It is nothing but one halopropane case. And this one halopropane case, what will happen? Propane case, what will happen is the reaction is free radical reaction, and in this free radical must be carbon free radical, which should be stable secondary carbon free radical. Then only the reaction proceeds via substitution. That substitution is also a chain reaction, substitution reaction. Acid peroxide, that means peroxide, organic peroxide called benzoyl peroxide can also be taken in this. That produces free radicals, and free radicals attack on the unsaturated compounds to give one halo compounds. So this is how shown one bromopropane obtained from propene unsymmetrical alkane. These are the chain initiation, chain propagation reactions of anti-Marconi rule, which is also called as peroxide effect, also known as Kharash effect. So what we understand from this one is one halopropane alkane obtained in this anti-Marconi rule via free radical mechanism. The free radical, carbon free radical obtained in this mechanism must be stable, secondary or tertiary free radical, then only this anti-Marconi rule will work out. These are chain termination types where halo free radicals unites to form halogen, free radical unites to form haloalkane. So from alcohols, how you prepare action of halogen acids? Action of halogen acids. So this is a substitution reaction where oxygen is nucleophile attacked by this proton from these acids. And after that, removal of water is bringing this halogen reaction. So we got RX. RX is the compound called as haloalkane. So in which anhydrous ZnCl2 with HCl if you use, that reaction is called as Gruce reaction, Gruce process, and this mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2 will call it as Lucas reagent. But it is not possible with a tertiary. Tertiary zinc chloride is not required. But primary and secondary only we can prepare using Gruce process. Moving on to the explanation part, in this tertiary alcohols do not require any kind of anhydrous ZnCl2 as they are more reactive compared to secondary and primary. Okay, let us see this. Coming to the alkyl bromide formations. Alkyl bromides are also stable. It can be obtained when we take the mixture of potassium bromide and sulfuric acid, or directly hydrogen bromide, hydrobromic acid 48% in the presence of concentration 4 to get bromoethane. So this is what we have shown: potassium bromide sulfuric acid reaction, bromoethane obtained in this method. Moving on to alkyl iodide formation. Alkyl iodides are prepared by refluxing alcohol with excess of HI. You know, hydrogen iodide, which is 75% must be its percentage. Finally, it gives potassium iodide, and potassium iodide and this orthophosphoric acid can also be taken to control the reaction. And bromoethane will be obtained, and iodoethane will be obtained in the process. Okay. So another one, by the action of phosphorus halides. So as said earlier, alcohol reacts with phosphorus halides to form haloalkanes. Phosphorus trichloride trihalide forms ethyl chloride here. Pentachloride forms ethyl chloride, propyl chloride in the second reaction shown. So whatever the process it is, finally haloalkane is the final product in these reactions. Moving on to Dodgen's method, alcohol reacts with the thionyl chloride forms ethyl chloride refluxing with the pyridine. Get in this SO2 and HCl both are said to be gases which can be easily separated out. That's why this method is giving a pure form of ethyl or haloalkanes. Silver salts also giving, this is called as Borodin-Hunsdeken reaction. Whereas we will take silver salt of carboxylic acid with bromine and CCl4, we will get bromoalkanes. This can also be called as decarboxylation reaction. Halide exchange methods, you can see halide exchange methods, we have Finkelstein reaction, one reaction convenient method. By exchanging this halogen bromine with iodine in a stone, sodium iodide reacts to give this iodoethane. Swartz reaction is especially for preparation of fluorine compounds, that means fluoride compounds, alkyl fluorides. Here fluorinating agents, mercurous fluoride, silver fluoride, or antimony fluorides we can take on the other alkyl halides, we get easily fluoroalkanes, not directly with fluorine. Okay, this is the a good method for the preparation of this. Thank you.